Welcome to Girl Talk. Thanks for joining us today. We are filming on location at the Great Dane Pub and Brewing Company in Haledale, and it is just awesome here. I think we're having a great time.
Also known as the Great Dane.
Just the Great Dane, yep. And this is a great location. It is so spacious and gigantic, and they have so many cool different events that they host here, which we'll be talking about a little bit later on in the show, but you're going to want to check them out.
Definitely. I know that I was surprised when we kept walking and walking to get to where the shoot was, and I didn't even know this space was back here. We've got a couple pool tables off to the side. Had no idea.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And they do some different beer-related events coming up that you're going to want to get the details for if you do enjoy beer. Maybe you know somebody who does enjoy beer. A great Valentine's gift, I would think.
Yeah, if your Valentine is a beer lover, especially a Bock beer lover. We're going to learn more about that. I didn't know what a Bock beer meant. So,
and they've also got a kids' disco.
A kids' disco.
Not just for kids, though. So it's a lot of fun for everybody involved. We've got some other great guests today, too. We've got Rosemary, and she's with Premier Couture. It's in Cambridge. So another Cambridge connection there with Elise. But it is a beautiful shop, and we're going to be talking about some of the different things that they offer. And we've also got a giveaway that I'm really excited to talk about.
Well, you should mention Premier Couture is bridal and prom dresses.
That's true.
So that's related
bridal,
to...
prom,
yeah,
balls, military balls, everything.
Sure.
Great point. So if you are a new bride, if maybe you did just get engaged and you've got bridal on the brain, there's an event coming up called the Wedding Planner and Guide event. It's on the 14th and 15th, and they have been so kind as to let us give away 2 pairs of tickets. So all you need to do, so listen closely, you just need to go to our Girl Talk Facebook page, and we'll have all of the details listed there as well. Go to the Wedding Planner and Guides Facebook page, click like. Also follow them on Instagram at WedPlan and Guide, and then just comment back on our posts that we'll post on our Girl Talk page, and just comment who you're going to bring with you to the event, and then we'll draw on Monday, January 9th.
Sounds like a great way to get started if you are new to planning a wedding.
Oh, great ideas, great way to plan and all of that good stuff.
Get yourself started.
Yeah, be sure to check that out. And next we're actually going to be chatting with Jesse Vogel, and he's with Wisconsin Brewing Company, and they've got events coming up too.
Yeah, we're not actually going to be talking beer with them.
Nope,
How
surprisingly.
Fun is that? No, a fantastic event, taking advantage of the fact that we live in Wisconsin, and they have a beautiful backyard at Wisconsin Brewing Company. They're going to have an event on the pond.
Can I say the event name?
Yeah, it's so fun to say. Let's let her say
Winter
it.
Pandemonium. That cracks me up.
You feel better now?
I do. I needed to get that off my chest. It sounds like it's going to be a lot of fun. There's going to be adult hockey on the pond, so pond hockey. There's going to be broom ball if maybe you're thinking skates isn't your thing. There's stuff for the kids too, and of course there's going to be beer.
Of course there'll be beer.
Yeah, so we'll be chatting with him next. So that'll be a great interview coming up here on Girl Talk. Stick with us. Welcome back to Girl Talk. We're at the Great Dane today in the Haledale Mall, and we'll be chatting with them a little bit later on. But first, we have Jesse Vogel, and he is the manager over at Wisconsin Brewing Company. Thanks for being with us today, Jesse.
Sure.
Not just any manager.
The manager. So tell us more about your role with Wisconsin Brewing Company.
Well, as the manager, I'm more the sales manager. But
Sure.
Really, we're a small company, so we all do a little bit of everything. So
Awesome.
Sales and marketing and actually selling beer, but also setting up events and coming up with crazy ideas to do promotions and sell beer. And once in a while, if they need help pulling kegs off of the line, we do that too. So
Awesome.
whatever it takes.
The grunt work too.
Yes.
So speaking of
things.
events, got one coming up.
But yeah, speaking of events and crazy ideas.
Yeah.
Okay, you have a winter festival coming up that you wanted to talk about today, the Winter Pandemonium.
I love saying that.
Pandemonium.
Tell us about
Pandemonium.
money.
Yeah, well, it's something that it's an idea that we've actually had for a few years.
Sure.
Since we opened the brewery in November of 2013, and we've always said that the setting, if you've not been to the brewery, it's beautiful out there. But it's very pastoral. It butts right up to the Ice Age Trail. There's a dog park right over the hill. And it's also surrounded by a 7-acre pond. And
Wow.
we've always said that we'd like to use the pond for events. And we've started to do a little bit more of that. We said it'd be great to someday host a pond hockey tournament. So we finally got our act together, I guess, linked up with the right partners, with Ben Cohen from Grow Hockey USA.
A familiar
and,
face.
Yes,
Grow
sounds
Talk.
like he's been here with you
Oh,
folks
yeah.
before. Yeah, it's been great, and they actually know how to run a hockey tournament, which we're a brewery. That's not really our jam. So when we got linked up with those guys, it made a ton of sense to have them or get them involved, run the hockey side of it. And actually, there's going to be hockey, there's going to be broom ball. We're going to have a big area for open skating, a big open pit fire outside. There's going to be food. It's just a good time. The idea is about, it's Wisconsin, it's winter time. I mean, we're all in it together.
Right.
And, there are good times and there are bad times, and especially when it comes to winter time. And when you get late in January, it can be easy to forget that it's nice in the summertime. It's kind of giving people an excuse or a reason to get outside, enjoy it, bundle
Make
up.
the best of it.
That's
I
right.
love that. I'm always guilty of that, just staying inside during the winter time. And every single year, I tell myself that I'm going to do more winter activities that you can only take advantage of here. It's also an advantage to live here for those different things. So
Absolutely.
That's super cool. So why start this event this year in particular?
Well, and like I said, I think a little bit of it had to do with us just finding the right partner.
Yeah.
Somebody that could run the hockey side of it or and organize an actual tournament, because like I said, that's not our wheelhouse. We're much more into the malt and the hops and the things like that. Part of it was that. I think part of it was, getting an idea after the first couple of years about how to use the space out there and
Awesome.
maximizing that, and starting to see over the summertime when we would do live music and entertainment, we regularly get crowds of 1,000 people, 1,500 people on Friday nights when we do our live entertainment throughout the summer. We said we can absolutely support crowds that big. So, it's nice in the brewery. We're going to actually have the brew house open as well, so we've got a facility that can handle that many people. People need to come inside and get warmed up. A lot of it was figuring out the logistics of it, and then once we felt like we got that part nailed down, we felt like, okay,
Right.
now we're ready to pull off something like this. So.
Jesse, we're almost out of time, so let's give a quick shout out to the dates. It's January 27th, 28th, 29th.
That's right.
And you said that there's going to be pond hockey, broom ball, open skating, snowman building contest?
Well, we're gonna try the snowman building.
Janet's going to be there for that.
Yes, presuming that
Bring your A game.
Right. bring your snowman game.
And your own snow if we don't have it.
That's the trick, is that
Yeah.
if the snow cooperates, if the weather cooperates, we'll do some stuff like that. And the idea is that it's just going to be fun. Yeah, we're going to do.
Awesome.
Hopefully, we're trying to get some curlers involved in this too,
yeah.
so people can come out and see a curling demonstration and do
That's a
that
great
sort of
idea.
thing. Yeah, and get a chance to actually do some curling themselves, because it's sort of a mystery sport that everybody sees during the Olympics, but nobody knows
Right.
anything about. But everybody wants to try. So.
Sounds like there's going to be something for everybody.
Yeah.
Be sure to check out this Winter Pondemonium event. Again, this is Jessie Vogel. Thanks for being with us.
Thank you.
And we'll be back with more Girl Talk right after this. Welcome back to Girl Talk. We're at the Great Dane today in the Hilldale Mall area, and I'm really excited to talk to them later because we've never filmed in this space before, and it is humongous.
We're going
I
to be
swear it
talking
is.
beer.
Oh, it's going to be great. It's going to be awesome. But with us now, we have Rosemary Williams, and she's the co-owner and also the founder of Premier Couture. It's a bridal and prom store in Cambridge. Thanks for being with us today.
Thank you very much for inviting me.
We were saying before the show that we wished Elise was here today. She couldn't make it, but you guys got the Cambridge connection going on.
It is a really fantastic little village.
It's beautiful.
It
It's
is.
very pretty. If you've ever got the chance to drive out there, it's gorgeous. But let's talk more about you. So you guys have a bridal and prom store. What sets you apart from other stores, I guess, in the industry and in the area?
I think what probably sets us apart the most is right from our founding over 20 years ago, we've really established trust with our customers.
Yeah.
Some older viewers out there might remember the days when bridal shops used to not allow cameras or
Wow.
clipped out tags from dresses, and we've never been that way. We've always been very authentic and just very transparent with our customers, and just started out at a place of trust with them. So I think that that's probably sets us apart the most.
That's a really important foundation, I would think, because it is a very intimate moment if it is somebody shopping for their wedding gown.
It is. It's part of our core values, that trust and value that we have.
Great.
And 20 years, Rosemary, that's amazing. Congratulations
Oh,
on
thank
that,
you.
by the way.
It is.
Thank you.
So when someone does come in, what's probably one of the most important things you'd like a bride-to-be to know before she leaves your shop that day?
Before she leaves, what we'd really like her to know, and it sounds lofty, but we really want her to know that she is beautiful. Like that she feels beautiful in her own skin and that she is valuable. And we just happen to find the way to do that through her bridal gown.
That's amazing. That's a tall order these days when there's
It
so
is.
much expectation and so much comparison between bodies, faces, everything.
It is. It is. It's hard to feel that way sometimes, but we just really focus on what's important to them.
Nice.
I love that.
Yeah.
You're up for the challenge.
Absolutely.
Now, what should brides know before they even come shopping, before they even step in the door?
I think brides are so often surprised by how magical it can kind of be when you find your gown.
Yeah.
So we often will hear them say something like, I had no idea I'd find my dress today. I wish I would have had my mom with, or I wish I would have had my sister or my best friend, because
Not
they
prepared.
Right, they think that they're just going to
Look
get
around.
ideas, and then they find out that they fall in love with something. So
Yeah.
we would just want them to know to be prepared for magic.
Oh, be ready. I like
Be ready.
that.
Yeah.
Well, you've inspired me. I will admit that I'm one of the few, it seems, that would be excited about shopping for a wedding dress. To me, that sounds kind of awful, actually, trying on all these dresses when it seems like most girls look forward to it. So I'm going to hang on to that magical promise.
You are not alone, actually. There are a lot of people who come in with that hesitation and are surprised when it's fun.
Huh. Okay, well, I'll be one of those surprised ones.
We'll be ready to surprise you.
Let's talk about prom, because that's something else that you specialize in.
It is. Well, prom is like that first big moment, that big garment, self-expressive garment that they're going to wear. And so we really enjoy bringing in a huge variety so that girls can choose something that truly reflects where they're at right now. So lots of different kinds of girls, lots of different kind of dresses. And then we make sure that we only sell one design per school so that they feel unique in their own, not only in their own skin, but at their own prom.
Oh,
Hadn't
that's
thought
so
of that.
nice.
That's amazing.
Yeah, it's really fantastic.
Very cool. And now you do prom, you do bridal, but can you also help people for things if they maybe have a special occasion coming up, like the Frosty Ball or
Yes.
maybe a military ball?
Absolutely. Sometimes people don't think of us as a natural place for those
Yeah.
things, but we love helping Frosty Ball. Military balls we do a lot. Pageants.
Yeah.
Their pageants are bigger maybe in the South, but we still have a lot here.
Sure.
And we help all of those. We love to put the glittery, beautiful gowns on everyone who needs one.
How fun. You have a fun job.
Thank
Do we
you.
have time to quick talk about trends? Because I know the variation is huge.
Sure,
We're almost
trends-
out of time, though.
Trends, I would say for brides, the color, really a lot of color, even in their own gown, not necessarily doing ivory or white. In prom, we're looking at a lot of two-piece dresses, a lot of straps, not as much strapless, a lot of halters. But mostly, again, it's about being true to their own self-identity and
love
really
that.
not necessarily holding to norms.
I love that.
Yeah.
Such great advice. Be sure to check them out at Premier Couture in Cambridge. Rosemary, thanks for being with us today.
you.
And we'll be back with more Girl Talk right after this.
Welcome back to Girl Talk. We're filming today on location at the Great Dane Pub here in Hilldale. Now, actually, it's the Great Dane Pub and Brewing Company. Such a long name, and I'm so used to just saying Great Dane.
More commonly known as the Great Dane.
More
around
commonly known.
Madison.
With us, we have Megan. She's the bar manager, and she said it's okay if we just call it the Great Dane.
She told us.
She told us. Thanks for joining us. Thanks for having us here today.
Oh, yeah.
I have to say, I've been here before, but never all the way back here. I had no idea just how big this place really is.
Huge.
Very deceiving, and it's fabulous. I love that you have little different nooks and,
Yes.
and areas that might suit your event, your night, your guest, your company, that kind of thing. I love that. But today we're here actually to talk about two events you have coming up. One of them, if your Valentine is a beer lover, listen up. You've got Bachfest coming up. Now, you've done this event for a while now, but this year is a little different.
This year we are actually collaborating with more breweries that are coming in. In the past, especially last year, we ourselves brewed over 20 beers to have on tap for Bachfest. But this is the biggest one yet that we are going to be having. The brew house is going to be open. We usually do some sort of Hammerschlagen in there. The brewers are there on site to talk with you, answer
cool.
any questions. you get to try everything from all these breweries. We've got Carbon 4, Lakefront, Wisconsin Brewing Company, all those people here.
Awesome.
So,
And the reason that I mentioned your Valentine is because this is taking place on Saturday, February 11th. So this could be a fun treat because not only is there beer, but other things as well I'm sure you'll tell us about.
oh yes. We have, let's see, we do giant pretzels. The kitchen
Everybody loves
does-
a giant pretzel. I do.
Exactly. The kitchen cooks up some Bavarian style pretzels to soak up all that beer that people are drinking all day, which definitely helps you keep ingesting more. So
I love that. I love that. So I kind of have a silly question. It may be a stupid question since you're a beer master. What is a Bock beer?
So a Bock beer is typically a dark German style beer.
Okay.
And the origin itself is a little mysterious, but we kind of tend to think about it as a symbol for better times to come and to say goodbye to winter.
Oh, I like that.
I like
See
that
you later,
part
winter.
for sure.
See you later.
Are darker beers, they tend to be stronger or not necessarily?
Yes.
Okay.
Especially Bock beers, they are going to be higher on the ABV scale. So you got to watch what you're drinking. Don't drink too much so you can sample everything.
You might have to have 2 pretzels.
Yes.
Or just for fun if you just want to.
All right, so let's talk a little bit more about what's actually going on. You mentioned the Bavarian Pretzel Bar, and that you have the largest sampling of Bock beers in Wisconsin, or Madison at least, that I had read. And there's raffles?
Yes. Rob Labreglio, who is the vice president and our brew master per se for all the locations, he runs it here. He does raffles. All the breweries that come, especially us, we put together certain prizes from our gift shop or promotional gift certificates to hand out to
Awesome.
people for these raffles. And he definitely brings a lively face to the crowd. So
Awesome.
All right,
Very cool
so
stuff.
this is going to be on February 11th from 12 to 5, and that's a Saturday.
yes,
Okay.
Awesome. A
Got
great
it.
day to come out, for sure.
of course, especially in February when it's so cold. So
Definitely. You'll definitely need to stop by. And I want to talk about another event too. You guys also have a kid disco. Do you have to be a kid to enjoy everything at the kid disco?
gosh, no. We welcome all parents. The bar is open. We have just about everything you could imagine. The 70s music that DJ Nick Nice plays is not only kid-friendly, but it's got some groovy tunes to it.
Groovy. I like
Yeah,
that.
definitely groovy. Parents and even the staff, you can find dancing around with people having fun.
Maybe even people that aren't parents.
There you go. I was saying that I might have to come check it out.
Ellen, you and I can go. And when we're there, we're going to enjoy, you have a bubble machine for this event. What else?
Oh yes. So we have an open dance floor for the kids. We've got bubble machine. Then we definitely the main attraction, but we also have Funny Faces does a lot of stuff for us. So we do balloon sculptures and face painting. We just had Santa Claus this past one.
Oh,
So
how much fun.
yeah, a lot
And
of
this is
fun.
every other Saturday starting in January?
Correct. And the next one is January 7th, which is next week.
Awesome.
All right, full disclosure here, I am a fan of the animal balloon sculptures.
Yes.
Anything
That's
else
so
you want
funny.
to add about that event? That
no.
about covers it.
Yeah, that pretty much covers it. A lot of fun.
Awesome. So, you know, going back to the Great Dane, you guys have so many different locations. And before the show, we were talking about food and drinks. And I want to know, what is your favorite Great Dane entree?
Oh my gosh.
Because there's so many to choose from. I don't know how you can pick just one.
There are so many to choose from, but my favorite's probably the Chipotle chicken quesadillas. And we just changed it a little bit, which is even better. A little bit of
Ooh.
spice, some Chipotle barbecue over the top. To die for.
You also mentioned a soup.
The
my
tomato and
favorite.
mushroom bisque, yes.
Okay.
Great winter.
I was mentioning before the show started that I have this really weird obsession with tomato soups. I love tomato soup. I love making homemade tomato soups. And that, I think, was actually one of the first things I ever had from the Great Dane, because
Oh my
I'm somewhat
gosh.
new to the area. I've been with Girl Talk now for about 8 months, and that was about when I came to the Great Dane for the first time, because
Oh,
everybody
yeah.
was like, you have to go to the Great Dane. I was like, what's the Great Dane? And it was phenomenal.
Did you have grilled
great.
cheese with it? I have to ask.
I don't think I did. I'm not as big of a fan of grilled cheese as I am of soup. I did have another sandwich though. I don't remember what it was, but it was yummy.
To me, they go hand in hand, the grilled cheese and the tomato soup.
They are a
Should we
great
give
pair.
a shout out to your other locations?
Yeah, so we've got locations in Fitchburg, downtown. We also have a Wausau location and an East Side location.
Oh,
So the one in
Everybody
Fitchburg
can
is
go.
the Cahill, Maine area.
Correct.
Where is it downtown?
on East Doty Street, which is right off the square pretty much.
Okay.
The classic Great Dane.
The original one, yes.
Really? I feel maybe because I live in this area, I was feeling like this was the original one.
Oh, I wish, but
And then
no.
your East Side one?
East Side is the newest location that just opened up.
Awesome.
So,
Where,
yeah.
And whereabouts is that?
The East Side one is going to be, oh gosh, now I can't remember.
I
the
caught you
address.
off guard. Yeah, these are your digs right here.
Type
at
it
the
into your
Hilldale
Google
Camp.
Maps. You've all got a phone in front of you. Type it into Google. You'll be set.
Yeah, all right. Well, Megan, thank you so much. These two events sound great. It's Bachfest, which is in February, and then every other Saturday for the kids' disco. Don't have to be a kid.
Don't have to
Sounds
be.
great. Thanks for filling us in.
Thanks, Megan.
Thanks to all of our guests. Thank you for watching, and from us at Wisconsin 57, Happy New Year. We'll see you next time on Girl Talk.